everybody, I'm back with another one of my go-to builds. This is the Poisonmancer. I have my friend Zoe on Skype, so you'll probably hear her around. Hi, Zoe.
Hello.
Okay, so I have a couple things that I identified. That's all crap. Whatever. Alright, so this is another build who runs the pits. But what's kind of nice about this one is he's not really like the Barbarian. The Barbarian, the Telezerker, really needs pretty much perfect gear to make it work, and all that gear is really expensive. Whereas this character is obviously best with perfect gear, but you can absolutely make it work on a budget, and so it's kind of cool. The other nice thing is the way he works means you can kind of run him anywhere within reason. I've done Worldstone Keep, I've done Chaos runs, I've done. I don't recommend Bale. He's not a very good act boss killer, but you can kind of run him anywhere on a budget, and he's a good time. So as you can see, I have Enigma, but you don't really need it. It's obviously quite helpful because of teleport, but it's really not a huge necessity. And you can kind of see why. You just lower resist on everything, and then Poison Nova, and I wonder if that's ethereal. Sweet. I've been looking for an ethereal one of those. Um, yeah, and then Poison Nova until a couple things die, and then you just Corpse Explosion, and everything drops dead, and we sit and giggle and laugh. And yes. So, one thing I feel I should mention, and I probably mention it again, but this character is sort of a jack of all trades, master of none. Name just about any area, any run, any boss, and I can give you a build that's better than the Poisonmancer at doing that. I use this character as kind of my weekend warrior, and when I don't feel like playing my other characters, but he's still very effective in the area level 85s. Now, I mentioned in my Telezerker build video, my main goal in Diablo 2 at this point is to find Tyrion's Might. So most of my characters, if I'm not playing hardcore, I'm running area level 85s, and because I'm looking for Tyrion's Might. Um, and so this is one character that can run just about any of the area level 85s perfectly fine. The other thing that I haven't really ever mentioned, there are a grand total of about 5 items that I've never seen drop. I've never found them on any character ever that I've played in this game. And so Tyrio's is one of them. Griffin's is another. I have a Griffin's, but it's not mine. I traded for it. Um, that's one of only a couple items I traded for. But so yeah, Tyrio's, Griffin's, Crown of Ages, a couple other TC87s that I've never seen drop that I'd like to find. So, all that said, I play this character when I don't feel like playing the other ones, and it's a hell of a time. So gear. Most of it's pretty self-explanatory. Spirit, Shaco, this is the one from my Barbarian. You don't really need Can't Be Frozen. It helps. It's not hugely necessary, so wherever you can get it, great. Ravenfrost, doesn't matter. I got super lucky on this crafted amulet that is just picture perfect for this build. I couldn't really ask for a better one, except for a higher, faster cast rate roll. You can kind of use whatever you want here. You can use Maras, you can use Maras, or a rare one. It doesn't much matter. Um, my Death's Web is ethereal with a 5/5 poison facet in it, and it's personalized. That's like one of my all-time favorite items that I own. Not necessary. You can use Hodo. You can use Wizard Spike if you're so inclined. Um, I hope you're not using Wizard Spike, but that's okay. You get the point. It doesn't much matter. I just use this because it has outrageous minus to enemy poison resistance. Enigma, again, it doesn't much matter. Enigma's got teleport, it's got all skills, it's got magic find, it's got strength, it's got everything you could ever want in an armor. It's arguably the best armor in the entire game, but you really don't need it. You could use Viper Magi. I think I leveled with Viper Magi on this character because you can kind of run anywhere. You can kind of do whatever you want with this character, and like I said, he's jack of all trades. You can do whatever the hell. So build it however you like. I happen to build it for magic finding because that's my goal in this game. I run 280 magic find on this, and compare that to 780 magic find on my barbarian. It's a big difference. These I'm not really going to list out other options, but Mage Fist, Frostburn, whatever. Triangles, Clubs are pretty much free, I think. I use SOJs for skills. Use whatever you want. Ravenfrost, Dwarf Star. Well, Dwarf Star is probably not the best choice, but if you got a rare with FCR and MF and resists, wonderful. Use it. Love it. Arachnid Mesh. I use it for faster cast rate and all skills. Doesn't much matter. I don't remember off the top of my head what the breakpoint is for FCR. Hit whichever one you can. It doesn't much matter. This is obviously one way to do that, but I realize Arachnid Mesh is not exactly cheap. War Traveler is pretty cheap. And then I use 5 Fungal Grand Charms. I mentioned earlier I play self-found, so I haven't really found very good ones, but these are the ones I've got. Geeds, and then a whole bunch of charms that just kind of fill in the rest. I've got some resists, I've got some Magic Find. Like I said, Magic Find's not really my end goal here. Or, I'm sorry, Magic Find is sort of my end goal, but I'm not really looking to get exorbitant amounts of it like I was on my Barbarian. So that's the build. In terms of skills, oh, and then I use CTA on swap. So yeah, use whatever you like. Like I said, he kind of runs anywhere. All your prereqs for some extra points in lower resist, I have 10 points in it. It doesn't much matter. I have a point in Clay Golem, Summon Resist, and Golem Mastery. And then you just max Corpse Explosion, Poison Dagger, Poison Explosion, and Poison Nova. Now you'll see I have a point in Bone Wall because I thought I was going to use it. I've never actually casted that spell, so not necessary. I also have a point in Bone Armor, but again, I never use it. You just don't really need it. So that's the build. I'm at about 6 minutes, so I'm sort of running out of time. We'll go over the Mercenary real quick. This is arguably the most expensive part of my setup, outside of maybe that wand. I'm not really sure what that's worth. I have an Ethereal Endarials. I have no idea what that jewel is, but I think it's pretty nice. I use Infinity because the Conviction Aura works on the fire damage portion of Corpse Explosion. It doesn't work on poison damage. So I really only use that for Corpse Explosion. And because it hits pretty hard. It's a pretty good weapon, period. Now mine's a garbage roll, but that's okay. You could use Insight, you could use Obedience, you could use Pride, you could use whatever the heck you want here. Doesn't much matter. Insight is another great choice, obviously. I use Chains of Honor just because I think it's a great all-around mercenary armor. It's got tons of resists. It's got a little bit of Magic Find in case he gets a kill. This setup, my mercenary is basically invincible. I'm level 92. He can't really die unless I die. So again, use whatever you want here. Leviathan, Stone, Durus. I'm just thinking of things off the top of my head. It really doesn't much matter. You could use a Fortitude. You're not looking to hork corpses, so frozen damage doesn't matter, etc. You're pretty open with this build, and that's why I like it. Obviously, this is a pretty optimal setup, but with whatever budget you have, you can kind of make it work, and you can kind of run them anywhere. Again, this setup I run on players 7, so you could run on players 1 with a much cheaper setup, and I think you'd be quite good. This character is good at finding runes. I found quite a few TC-87s, not nearly as many as the Barbarian, but I found a few. I found a Hydra Bow, that was sweet. I found Windforce. I found Jaw, I found Burr, I found Zod, I found Cham, I found tons and tons of high runes on this guy because he just kills tons and tons of enemies. So one thing, my map sucks. I keep re-rolling them, and I'm never happy with a new map. So I think with Map Hack, you could probably be pretty effective with this build. So let me know if you have any questions. Catch you guys later.